Oh, I feel like I'm going in circles here. Hey, namaskar everyone, how are you? Hopefully everybody's been doing fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I hope you're going to stick around. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. I am in Deerfield, Ohio. Intersection of 225 and 224, and I'm just looking across the street. Way over there is a Family Dollar. It looks closed. I haven't been out this way in quite a while. Okay, yeah. There's a Circle over here, if you can see that. There's Deerfield Circle right there. Family Dollar doesn't look like they're open anymore, but they're closed. We have Dollar General over here. Down there, that little schoolhouse down there, that brick schoolhouse, some kind of Army Navy right now. There used to be a little diner on the lower floor, which is really cool. The truckers used to go there, get yourself some basted eggs and maybe a sausage link or something. It's pretty good. The Circle restaurant is on the other side over there. It looks like a red barn. I'll show you that when we go over there, or when we're leaving, one of the two. Which is a really good restaurant as far as I remember. I haven't been there since COVID actually, but it was one of those places where you'd wake up, you'd take a little morning drive, go get yourself some breakfast. Birdland Lake's right over, the Causeway's right down the road. They had really good food. But, and I think Mike's drive-thru used to be there. I think, if I remember, maybe he passed away a long time ago, a while ago. But drive-thru used to be popping like crazy. But I don't know how many people know that this is here, and you can see all the cars. It is crazy busy today. I didn't expect it to be busy. It is Sunday. It's 11:30, roughly. This is the Circle Antique Shop and Flea Market. It's more of a consignment shop. I think they have well over 100 vendors in here. There's different things I search for when I go to different flea markets or antique markets and whatnot. Like if I go to Rogers, I'm probably looking for some old signs or some old garden equipment or something like that. Maybe even a goat, you know. When I go to these antique markets like this, I'm always on the lookout for some Pyrex, some Fiesta ware, which I like looking at the Fiesta ware. I probably would never buy Fiesta ware from an antique market or anything like that, because I go straight to Homer Laughlin, which is in Newell, West Virginia, and buy my stuff there. Because what happens is these collectors or whatever, they go down there during one of the Homer Laughlin, they have like a tent sale, and you can buy they have all these crates all set outside, and you know, if a plate costs $3, you can get it for 50 cents. So they probably load up. The only time I think I'd buy something from an antique shop, Fiesta ware, is if maybe it was a retired color or something like that. But today, if they still have it up here, I am on a lookout for some vintage Tupperware salt and pepper shakers. That's what I'm looking for today. Big Tupperware fan. The old Tupperware, not the new Tupperware, because they still sell it. But that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna walk around this Circle Antique and Flea Market, 2-story, just eye candy. Your eyes are gonna wander because they're gonna have so much stuff in here. It's gonna be a good time. So if you're ready for today's adventure, I suggest you get off the couch, you get ready. Let's go. Okay, here's the front. You can see the antique sign. Look up top, they got some wagon wheels, an old bike up there, like an old garden globe kind of thing. Look at the pig up at the top right there. Looks like a jumbo piggy bank. Antiques, good stuff. And then yeah, they're Circle Antique and Flea Market, open weekly Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 9 to 5. But there is the front of it, and 2 stories. We're gonna go in there, and yes, indeed, Family Dollar is closed. And there's the Circle restaurant across the street over there. So if you come out here, you can make a day out of it. But yeah, and there's one of those Chinese arcade games, which are really cool. But we're gonna go in here in a second to the Circle Antique shop. Okay, now here we go, and we should see the two Boston Terriers in here. Oliver and Louie, I think, were the names of them. If I remember, they'll be they will be running around the floors for sure. But we will go upstairs after. I'll show you a little bit point of view of some of the different things they have in here. Yeah, like I said, there's some different. It's a consignment shop, pretty much. There's who was that? Iggy?
Ziggy.
Ziggy. That's who.
What'd you call him? Iggy?
Iggy. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Iggy. Come on.
Oh, check those out right there. I like the design on that. Yes. Oh, yeah. These are nice too. Like that. Here's. Told you this is what I always look for when I come to these different Pyrex. I do love Pyrex. I really do like that one right there. That's pretty cool. Nice. Check the old pastry.
That's super
For the cake holder.
That's so cheap.
Lusterware. That's not a bad price. $12.50 for
That's
that.
super cool.
That is pretty neat, right? Wow. That is a neat one. And I always like the old vintage look of that. That is awesome.
Mid-century.
All right, now we'll go inside here. It's a pretty big place. Pretty big place. A lot of figures, dolls. Yeah, that's another thing I'm on the lookout for too, is some old vintage dolls. They have these offset rooms. Oh, okay, got some crystals even. Let's see, 15 bucks. That's not bad for that. Yeah, some of the prices I wouldn't pay for those, but okay, so they have a nice selection of some gems and crystals. There's some Shiva Lingas over there. So, oh, look at that piece of pyrite. That's pretty cool back in there. You got some hats. Old lunchbox in there. Family affair. That I do like that. I love that vintage stuff. The colors, the way things were drawn. The Archies. Charlie's Angels. Oh yeah, that's cool. Look at that thermos. That's awesome. All right, here's some vintage finds right here. Check these bulbs out. Christmas just passed, so again, hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year coming up. But yeah, check the old vintage bulbs out. That Santa Claus, I love that. And then we got the Barbie and Ken and the Barbie doll case, which is really cool. All right, we got a milk can over here. How much is the milk can? 25 bucks. Milk can. And the Snow Surfer. Cool. That's pretty cool. All right, just found these masks over here. Early 1800s tribal mask. You got 3 of them right there. Got some old trucks and toys. Pretty cool lampshade, that vintage lampshade. And we have some trolls. Got some trolls here. Alright, we got a form here. Of course, I like the older forms. Actually, I have one in my house with a dress on it, and I have my haunt those wrapped around it because the vines are long. Got the candy striper dress here. What's the okay, yeah, candy striper dress. Watch my step. And then here's another room. I told you they have these offset rooms in here. You never know what you're gonna find when you come here. Look at this thing. Whoa. Wow. How about that? Little music box right there. Oh, look at the little Christmas tree right there. That's pretty cool. I like that. And I like this too. That's pretty neat. I like that. How much is that? $5. Bisque doll. And then, oh, check this out. The Donald Duck. Are those the bowling? Were those supposed to be bowling pins for a game? I wonder if that's what they were. Let's see, what does it say? 3 Donald Duck pins. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That's kind of cool. Check these out back here too. The hands-free communicators when you're on your snow machines. Check that out. Helmet adaptable.
What does that mean?
How cool is that?
Helmet adaptable.
And then we probably put it in your helmet or over your helmet. There's a microscope in a metal box too. That's cool. But I'm digging that. That's pretty wild. And the creepy nun doll. Nun doll, $3. It could be yours. It's a Bob's Big Boy bag. Oh boy. Big
there
boy.
He is. There's a picture
$8.
of him.
Oh, and there is a picture of him. Right. Well, that's
Wait
a
minute.
picture of the actual.
Who's that?
What is that?
Is that a Honda poster?
A what?
A Honda poster
Back there?
with Bette Midler?
Well, there's Bette Midler
Right,
for
that's
sure.
why.
Well, for the Honda, for your car, yeah.
For my car.
Yeah. Whenever you start up her car, it plays a Bette Midler
It's a Bette Midler
song. Some more vintage. I don't know if those are vintage or not. They look vintage of bulbs. So check these out. I don't know what. I don't know. That looks. It feels like paper mache, almost. But yeah, it is. It's vintage paper mache. It is. That's what it says. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty wild. Okay, so right there we have what says a Sweet Child antique frame, but I don't know about that. But right behind it we got a light bright right there. There's some Fiesta ware right there, and some Tupperware. Vintage Tupperware. That is, I do like the vintage Tupperware. Love old Tupperware. But there should be a room upstairs with nothing but Tupperware in it. So hopefully they still have that. But yeah, I dig the old Tupperware, man. Got some old cameras in there. I do like that Eastman right there. That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool.
What's with the vans?
Wow, that's pretty awesome. What are we talking about? Vans. Oh, look at this. There's the Moo Cow Creamer. Do you remember that?
I don't remember.
Come on. Oh, that's awesome. Check that out. The Moo Cow Creamer. Who remembers that? Oh, that's so wild. Cool. And there's the vintage Mighty Mouse back there with the cap. You see him back there. It's hard to see. Got some lanterns up top. Got some different milk bottles. All right, you come back in here and got the Matchbox cars. Some old tractors. And then all the Hot Wheels. Now, I had so many Hot Wheels. I used to collect them. I ended up selling them all. Man, it was fun collecting them, but all right, here's some old spices. Looked at cream of tartar. I think everybody has cream of tartar in their cupboard, except for me, because I know that I'm never going to use it ever for anything. There's some Band-Aid strips. Check that tin out. I do like that tin. That's pretty cool. I love that. Yeah, check this out. The Epsom salts. The old Welch's
Remember those?
jelly jars. I dig those. I remember those. The rubber stamps. Just the way they're drawn is really cool. And then, who remembers those? All right, here we go. We got some more Pyrex going on here. Again, I do like that design right there. That's cool. That's I dig that.
This is a good one
All
too.
right. I do like that. I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
That one's pretty cool. Yeah, this one's pretty neat right here. That's a cool one. Very awesome. Very cool. Yeah. And yeah, the snowflake design. But I'm really liking that one. Got some vintage snowmen. Got some precious moments, so if you're into collecting those, they have some here. They actually have quite a bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, they have quite a bit. And then check that out up there, the blacklight poster right there, going back to the 70s. Okay, check this out, gang. The vintage school clock, the Fisher Price. I do like that a lot. And this one, who remembers playing with those? So 22 bucks for that. Don't know what the prices are normally, you know, what they go for, but this is cool. No, I'd pay that. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I like those. Those are pretty cool. All right, check this out. I don't think I've ever seen this. Is this a game? Oh, it is a game. Yeah. Merry-go-round, spin the doll, play the game. But check that out. When the spinning
Check out her eye
horsey
keeps moving too.
when spinning horsey comes to rest, do the things we like the best.
Give me my
That is
bottle. Kiss
really
me. Kiss me.
weird.
Spin again.
That's
Sing a song.
weird. What's this say? So 1970 vintage, hard to find. What's the back look like? Anything on it? Oh, check the graphics on the back. Spin the doll. No, hold on now.
I feel like we need to play this.
Turn that back around. What are some of the things? Sing a song, spin again.
Kiss me.
Kiss me. So it's like kissing the doll. Is this like a spin the bottle?
Give me my bottle. I don't know.
Okay, so that must be four. So, okay, so you spin.
Play with the doll separately.
You
Play
spin the
spinning
doll.
merry-go-round.
Yeah, you spin the doll, and then whatever you sing a song to the doll. You kiss the doll. Yeah, okay. But yeah, the merry-go-round, spin the dolly game. Wow. Another one of these offset rooms in here, and got some train cars in here. Collect trains. I don't know if those are good ones or not, but if you're into the whole train scene, there we go. All right, going into this room. Yeah, see, everywhere you look, there's just all kind of stuff. Look at that bee platter in the back. That's kind of cool. Pepsi jar. Animal Talk game by Mattel sitting back there.
The game of Cub Scouting.
Yeah, I
Cootie.
seen
Cootie.
that. Yeah. Oh man, I remember that. I do remember the Cootie
love
game.
Cootie.
Cootie. I don't know what that is.
It's a little odd.
I've never seen it, but there's Patty Play Pal game. That's pretty cool. Along with the tin. Look at the tin toys right there. Those tins. All right. I don't know if you're into the old. There's people that collect these hens on a nest. Figures and stuff like that, or containers, whatever they are. But yeah, they're kind of cool, I guess.
They are.
They're neat. I mean, don't fit my decor, but yeah, I'm digging the yellow one.
The other one's cool. They're all cool.
All right, I don't know. This has been here forever, ever since like I've been coming here. Can remember Little Abner and his Dog Patch Band. Check that out. I love that, man. I do dig that. That is awesome. There's the Hilson Nut Company calendars from out of Cleveland. 78, 1977, 78, and 79. Okay, check these out. I'm kind of digging the pennant there. That's pretty neat. Pedal car, old pedal car right there. That looks cool. Check that out. That's awesome. Old Isley's milk crate. Bunch of bottles here. What caught my eye was that J. Link one right there out of Youngstown. Here's a wall of some pretty cool things up here. A 10-inch trophy, District number 9. I don't know what you would do with that if you weren't part of that, but checking that out. I'm all about clowns. That's pretty cool. And these. Those are pretty neat right there. What's those, 50 bucks? That's pretty awesome right there. Yeah, I dig that one. Got some old trunks down here. I like that one right there. What else we got? Some signs. Coke sign, but check out the Allied Van Lines tractor trailer. Alright, this one has all nothing but Christmas in here, and it looks like a lot of Disney. I think it is all Disney in here. So, and 20% off all Christmas. Yeah, it is all Disney in here. Wow. I'm not into Disney, but if you are, and I tell you, speaking of that, I know everybody's been talking about it, but last week I believe it was Adam the Woo passed away, so R.I.P. to him, and a lot of prayers go out to his family and everybody that known him, his friends. So he was like pretty much the go-to guy talking about like the whole Disney thing. He was there all the time. Yeah, I watched him a lot. Who remembers that one though? There, the turnover choo-choo. Do you remember that? Mm-mm. It wasn't only Disney, but it was that whole train set that it would constantly keep going and it would turn and whatever. Yeah, the musical doghouse, Fido's. Very cool. 30 bucks for that. All right, if you're into fans, here's an old Robinson Myers right there. Works, $125. Then you got an old typewriter, Underwood, in the back. Got the wall of tools if you're into tools. Yeah. Alright, we got some games. Vintage, the Vintage Life game. The Vintage Payday game. Clue. What else do we got? What do we got? I do remember Shrinky Dinks. Little People, and this was always cool, and it's, yeah, check that out. Cool. 30 bucks for the, wow, that's what, look at that. Oh, check that out. That is so awesome. That is so cool. There's the Tree Tots Tree House, if you remember that. Who remembers that? The Tree Tots Tree House. And the ballet box over there for your dolls. The wall of iron skillets. Seasoned or not seasoned?
Some of them look pretty well seasoned.
Got some more lunch boxes here. The Flying Nun. Junior Miss. Look at the disco box. That's cool. Raggedy Ann and Andy. And we got more over here. There's David Hasselhoff as Michael Knight in Knight Rider. Disney Express, Hair Bear Brunch, Walt Disney World on Ice, good. Strawberry Shortcake. But this one has to be my favorite right there, the Chan Clan. Who remembers the Chan Clan? How much is that? 30 bucks for the Chan Clan. And here's the two dogs that are running around, the two Boston Terriers. Oh, they got more. I always remember two of them running around. Okay, where's he? Hey!
Stella.
Yeah, because the two original ones were Louie and Oliver, right?
Louie and Oliver.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say hi, Neil.
The Circle Antique mascots right there.
Yeah. We got the party going on.
Wow. Yeah, I thought two. I only know the two.
All right, guys.
Hey.
All right, guys.
Hi.
All right. Hubble, stop. Hubble, stop.
And what were the other two?
Stella and Louie and Hubble.
Stella and Hubble. Okay.
Oliver, yep. Steady Bell.
Hey.
You're so smart. Oh my goodness. Boston Terriers. Oh, you know.
Oh, yes.
They're great.
Now our Louie at home's gonna.
So yeah, another reason to come here to check out the antique market because the dog's running around.
Yeah.
All right, this caught my eye right here, the Hardy Boys, and there's the Nancy Drew ones. But the Hardy Boys, I have the whole collection, the whole series of the Hardy Boys.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, you did.
I did. Yeah. Some old skates right here. It's a cool old vintage sign right there. Check out this old trolling motor. Wow. Look at that. That's crazy. Old Terry Labonte cornflake box. Some Anchor Hawking right there. I think, right? Fire King. Yeah, casserole Anchor Hawking. Should be. Yes. Like the design on it though. Some more Tupperware. Got the whole set of 4. Well, 4 and 5. Yeah, I like those. Awesome. How much are they right there? Set of 5 for how much? 37 bucks. No, that's not for a set of 5. Yeah. Oh yeah. Got some containers up there. So that's it. I can't even see that right now. All right, and guess what, people? Look at this. The vintage Tupperware yellow and blue salt and pepper shakers right there. That's actually kind of what I'm looking for. I should hold on to this right now. That's one of them that I'm looking for. That's cool. They have some other cool stuff in here too. In the bags. Oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, that's cool too. Okay, check these owl containers out. Something about those, it's just very alarming, or it's kind of creepy, man. Okay, and just for the heck of it, check those mirrors out in the back. The days of going to the fair, and I'm going to use the Canfield Fair because that's the big one that's out this way. The prizes that you would win. There's the ZZ Top, the Harley Davidson mirror.
There's a unicorn one over here.
Is there? Oh, got more. There's Prince, the Purple Rain,
Multiple
the
unicorns.
unicorn. Oh my goodness, yeah,
That's
those are the
classic.
prizes that you would win back in the day.
Yeah,
All right,
you have to
check
spin
this
it.
out. Here's the vintage. What is it? It's a tunic. What is it?
Biscuit tin. it
Biscuit
says.
tin. That's cool. The owl, the crow, and the fox, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty neat. How much is that? That's
$12, not bad.
that's pretty cool if you
Yeah, it
collect
is cool.
tins like that. That's a cool one. That is a cool one. I like that. Check this out. Wow. I like the color of it.
It's so cool.
What is that? So the whole vanity set, is that 74 bucks? Is that what it was? Or $24. $24.
24.
I think that's what it says. It's either 24. Yeah, it's $24.
That doesn't seem bad at all.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go upstairs. A little more private quarter up here. Everything's a little bit tighter up in here, but it's just filled. It's just all these rooms in here. Crazy, right? Seasoning jar. Those are cool. Those seasoning jars right there.
Yeah.
Wow. Check out the antique sweeper.
Is it a Bissell?
Yeah, it is. Bissell's. It's a wooden sweeper. An old antique sweeper. Well, the band's not on it, I can tell right now. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, look at that. That's wow. Here's a set of 4 Amish canisters. Check that out. Those are kind of cool. Can you see? Look, that's pretty neat. I kind of like those. Not my vibe, but they are pretty neat. Here's a whole box of vintage candelabras. Look, the whole lot. Just like Harry Potter on the train when he bought the whole lot of candy. You could buy the whole lot of vintage candelabras for 18 bucks. Hey, look at this. Lawn darts, 100 bucks. Those are the original ones, man. Oh man, those are, wow, that's cool. I dig those. Here's like a little fun room in here. It kind of has a little bit of everything. Yeah, lamp right there. But look, everything just, it's neat in here. You know what I mean? But there's all kind of stuff, just all these like trinkets and tools and things hanging on the wall of just nothing, but everything. I like that book. All right, check this out. Is this a Cabbage Patch? It is a Cabbage Patch doll. And in his pit gear. How cool is that? I don't think I've ever seen that. H2P. All right, this should be the room if I remember. Yes. Okay, hold on. This is all the Tupperware.
You want me to hold that?
Vintage Tupperware. Yeah, if you don't mind, unless you're looking, then. See, these are just the regular. Look at the spice. Look at the little spice thing. That's cool. Right? Yeah, Tupperware. Cool. And these. Remember these? Oh, man. The Tupperware bowl with the lid. That's wild. And these.
Oh yeah. Everybody
All
has
those.
There's salt and pepper shakers there too, right?
Where are we
Or
at?
No, or those are just
No,
like
those are
containers.
just containers. So I'm probably gonna have to get those ones that I seen. But yeah, all these are just Tupperware, vintage Tupperware. In the glasses. Oh shit! Oh boy.
These are what I'm. Sorry. These are what I like. I remember these.
And then we got all the cups and containers. Yeah, look at those, man. The tumblers, the lids, those. Oh, colander. Check that colander out, man. That's cool. I like that. That's awesome. How much is that? I don't see the price on that. Oh, hold on. Let me see the price on this colander. $6. That's a strainer, not a colander. Very cool. I think they had more the last time I was here for it, but nonetheless, vintage Tupperware. And there's an old Barbie and Midge doll carrying case right there. I like the graphics on that. Vintage clown horn. I do like that. I don't think it works though. Yeah, 45 bucks. Looks cool though. Got some strawberry shortcake dolls back there, and looks like a vintage Bosk from Star Wars. Check this fish out. The wind-up fish. That's cool. I'm digging that. That's freaking wild. There's another tin toy right there, but that's awesome. Old jumbo pool toy, and you would pull it and like he would beat on the little xylophone thing. That's pretty cool. What's the price on that? 65 bucks. These are actually kind of cool right here for 25 cents. Maybe you're doing some kind of project or something. I actually like those, huh? Those are those old blonde. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's neat. I like those. That's cool, 25 cents each. I just seen this. Just seen this because I always wondered what this was. It must have been an old Amoco gas station. Check that out. It is. It was an old Amoco gas station. How cool is that? Yeah. Pretty awesome. Now we know what it was. All right. Well, now that I'm done walking in circles around the Deerfield Flea Market and Antique Shop here in Deerfield, Ohio, what'd you guys think of the place? I did not show you everything in there. I kind of showed you things that I kind of liked. And some things that were just like, oh, somebody might like that stuff. There is so much to see in there. I probably showed you maybe quarter of what's in there, okay? Because you can spend hours and hours in there just looking around. They change stuff in there all the time. Some stuff's been there forever, probably due to the price and what. I didn't think the price was so bad on some of the stuff in there.
A lot of it was pretty good.
A lot of it was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. Again, on some of the collectibles, I don't know if you know the price of what things are worth, then you know. Then you know. I will show you what I did get though, of what I got. I got this frame. Okay, not to hang up, because I don't want that picture right there. But I got it for the frame. I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna paint it black, and we go out and we collect spider webs every now and again. And actually, maybe when I get done with this one, I'll show you what it looks like, since I posted the frame on this video. I collect spider webs, and I'll put some flowers, some dried flowers in there and whatnot. Maybe some insects that I find, you know, ethically sourced. I don't you know, unalive anything. I'll find stuff. See what else I got here. Maybe let's see if I can get the bag open. I'm doing this one-handed. I did get my Tupperware salt and pepper shakers. This is actually what I came here to look for, to see if I could find this. This was actually not even in the upstairs where all that Tupperware was. I didn't get anything from the upstairs. There was a couple pieces that I kind of liked, but this is what I was searching for, were those. And I'm into old dolls and just weird oddity kind of things. I got this. I think it might be paper mache.
I don't think it is. I found its head.
It's kind of, I'm not sure. Maybe it is. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you, but it is a monkey hand puppet. So that's the three things I got here at the flea market. So recap, Deerfield, Ohio. It's right in the circle. Make a day of it. I think the Deerfield Circle restaurant's still open. I didn't go past it because I come down from the north, so I didn't have to go around it. But yeah, make a day of it. They are open, what did I say, 9 to 5 here. And Sunday was pretty cool. You have something to do on Sunday. But yeah, get yourself some breakfast. Again, get a basted egg, get some bacon, you know. Come over to the flea market, walk around, toast. Rye toast. Stay away from the marble rye, get real rye, okay? Yeah, and it was pretty busy in there today, but yeah, a good time. I got what I came for. That's what I was on the search for today, was some old vintage salt and pepper shaker from Tupperware. And we did, those are probably cheaper than the real Tupperware now, right? The new Tupperware. Yeah. I did, where do we see that?
We were looking online.
The Uniontown Mall. No, the Uniontown Mall had at the Macy's, right?
They did have Tupperware.
The Uniontown Mall in Pennsylvania, they had a new Tupperware section. It was the new Tupperware, and it was like really expensive. I like the original Tupperware, the vintage Tupperware.
But even online we were looking, and it was pretty pricey for like on the Tupperware website.
Yeah, so I feel that the older Tupperware is just more vintagey. I like it better. The colors are better, and it was cheaper. So yeah, I'm glad I got that. And also, I think the Uniontown Mall upstairs in the Macy's upstairs had a Toys R Us as well. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Yeah, but Deerfield Circle, Deerfield Antiques and Flea Market. Come check them out. They're really nice. I never had a bad experience coming in here. And when the dogs are running around, that's pretty cool too. So, and I only expected 2 to be up. Running around, there's 4. That's pretty cool. But thanks for coming on today's adventure. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the channel, leave a comment. I do read every single one. I love everybody who supports and watches the channel and the videos. And until I see you on the next adventure, wherever that may be, Beta Malanke.